You know, the one thing you have to look at right now is why Trump is getting away what he's getting away with. You have to look at the past, and I'm going to tell you why. Again, history is important because it gives you an idea where we're at right now. If shit, why shit is happening? Why, with Trump openly defying the Constitution, why is he not being stopped? Why is everyone just going yes sir, no sir, any way you want sir? What is going on? And I thought about the last huge scandal we had. Now I'm not going to bring up the first Trump presidency or any of the Clinton stuff. I'm going to talk about the biggest thing that happened to a president, and that's Nixon resigning for Watergate. Nixon really was popular. He was just paranoid. He would have won that election regardless, but he was paranoid. Hence the Watergate break-in, hence the cover-up. The break-in was bad enough. It was the cover-up that cost him his presidency. The lying. So what, in relative terms, what Nixon did compared to what Trump is doing is minute, what he's done in his 2 terms as president. I mean, Nixon did many things, but he never tried to commit a coup d'état or ignore orders from the Supreme Court. He never did, even though it did not benefit him. And why was Nixon stopped? Because honestly, and people would say it, and I would have to agree, if Nixon had the same kind of social media and right wing media that Trump and the Republicans have now, he probably could have gotten away with it and kept his presidency. But the difference between what happened with Nixon and what happened with Trump, both times, and I'm going to go back now to the first Trump administration, the impeachment hearings, is that when it came down that they knew the evidence was clear cut that Nixon was part of the conspiracy, that Nixon had lied, that Nixon had covered up the burglary at Watergate. The committee that was looking into it, the House and Senate committee that were looking into it, the Republicans knew he was doomed. And they were going to vote for impeachment. Barry Goldwater, Mr. Conservative himself, went to Nixon and said, you got to go. Either that, we're going to impeach you. Because at the time, Republicans cared about the rule of law and the Constitution and what mattered. That the country was bigger than a man. That the country had to be protected with the rule of law. So hence they told Nixon to go. Come now to the present, first start with the second impeachment, when Mitch McConnell could have ended Trump's total political career. He didn't, because he didn't believe in the rule of law. He believed in power. Later on, Merrick Garland, and I'm going to say it, the Biden administration forgot that what Trump did was unlawful, not political. They treated it like a political problem instead of going after him as a criminal problem, which led to this. So now we have a Congress of Republicans who see Trump crashing the economy and basically just literally taking the Constitution out and just pissing on it and telling the Supreme Court, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? And in the old days, the Republicans who cared about law would have had him gone. They would have impeached him. The Republicans of now are either too scared of him or agree with him. Because to them, the rule of law means nothing. The Constitution means nothing. It's only about power. Power. Someone said on this app that the only way we're going to get this country back is through force. The military making a move, or enough of us going on the revolution, or probably breaking into a civil war. Because right now, when you have the legislative branch and the judicial branch capitulating to the president, our republic is dead.